Welcome back to the Bill Yohnka Show here on Talk AM 1320 WKAN. Thanks for having us tune in. And some people have noticed in the past few days, if you frequent fabric stores, craft shops, things like that, there has been a run on the color yellow. And it's not because, it may be because there's been some new fashion trends we don't know about yet. But
red, white, and blue are tough to get as well.
Red, white, and blue are also tough to get, but a lot of it has to do with some folks coming home, and Jim Rye is here to tell us all about it.
Bill, how are you?
Very good. Thanks for being here to talk about it a little bit more. I know kind of the whole community is kind of a buzz about the Charlie Company coming home, and we know the date. It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. Tomorrow, August 2nd, 2009, will be a red letter day in the history of Kankakee County because we have never done this before. We've been around a long, long time. We had folks from Kankakee County go off to fight Blackhawk, and we've never welcomed home a unit before. So we've been working on this very diligently. Task Force Thankful is a citizens group that's working with the Family Readiness Group of Charlie Company, and we've done a tremendous amount of work. It's really a credit to the citizens of Kankakee County what's going to happen here tomorrow.
Well, people, if they want to get involved, what should they be doing tomorrow to make sure that our folks coming home get the proper welcome?
Well, there's a couple of things. The first thing we want to do is we want to, and I love WKAN. They're near and dear to my heart. The voice of the task force is WVLI 95.1 FM. And when the troop buses depart Fort McCoy tomorrow morning about 7 o'clock, I will be on the air at BLI, and I'll let the county know they're on their way. And we're going to have them pass various checkpoints through Wisconsin, and I'll be reporting on all of those. And that's necessary because when they get to Rockford Beloit, they're going to be taken into custody by the Illinois State Police.
Okay.
And it'll be lights and sirens, front and rear, all the way from Beloit to the Community Resource Center. Those buses are never going to stop on their way to see their loved ones. Now, what the folks here in the county can do is listen to BLI, and as we report these checkpoints, when we get to the Rockford Beloit area, I'll ask the community to start moving to the motorcade route. And this is something we want to do gradually because we've only got so many policemen. And we don't want to overtax them. We don't want to overtax our road system. We don't want to create traffic jams. This should be a gradual thing. So about 10:30, I suspect tomorrow morning I'll ask folks to start moving. The buses should arrive at Manteno between 12:30 and 1 o'clock.
Okay.
And then, well, if you've been up to Manteno lately, you can, the folks in the space shuttle could probably pick out Manteno right now, I would think. It is the brightest yellow spot on Earth. And Mayor Nugent and folks in Public Works up there, Legion Post 755, has done a tremendous amount of work. That's where we will have our first live camera feed shot into the Armory. We'll have a camera set up in front of Century Bank.
Okay.
So the families inside the Resource Center can watch the motorcade. And we'll have several of those cameras set up along the way. But the key thing for Kankakeeans to do is to bring their own camera and their own video recording device and take their experience and download it to taskforcethankful.com.
Okay.
Because one of the parts of this project is to make the world's largest home movie. What we're going to do is we're going to assemble all of these feeds, all of these images, all of these sounds, and the folks in the broadcast communications curriculum up at Olivet Nazarene University this fall, their class project is going to be to stitch all this stuff together, and we will have a keepsake DVD available out around Christmas time. So the first thing we want them to do is to go gradually to the motorcade route, bring their video equipment.
And that's an important point to make, too, because you want people to go to the route, along Route 50, Indiana Avenue in Kankakee,
That's right.
but not at the Resource Center. The Resource Center is for the families, correct?
Once again, and let me emphasize that.
Yeah.
Don't follow the motorcade down to the Resource Center. We have a very crowded neighborhood down here in terms of streets, and there's going to, Kankakee has the shortest motorcade route and the largest population. So Indiana Avenue tomorrow is going to be cozy just to start with. Folks all want to come down to the resource center, then we're going to run into real trouble. Must be patient. Wait for the DVD to come out. You will see everything that happens in the motorcade. You will see everything that goes on inside the community resource center. You won't miss anything. So we've got to take it easy on our police departments tomorrow. Yep. That's for sure.
And again, the ceremony at the resource center is for family.
It's for families. Yeah. That's right. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to get these GIs back in the arms of their loved ones just as quick as possible. The National Guard has even limited itself to not more than 20 minutes worth of talking by all parties. So that's the emphasis.
Keeping it moving. That's
Keeping it moving. That's right.
And it's been reported it's been, in some cases, a year since these folks have seen family?
They left Joliet last year on August 20th. I was there at the Joliet Armory when they got on the buses and they departed. And it's been a long time. These are combat soldiers. They have been in contact with Al-Qaeda and the Taliban the entire time they've been gone. Done a tremendous job. Only had one individual hurt. He is successfully recovering. He's a hard guy and he wants to come back to the unit. It is a spectacular combat record. They have no fatalities and only one injury. These are very, very professional soldiers.
And you can be part of it. Welcoming tomorrow, would you say right around noon or so, along the parade, the route, Route 50, coming from Manteno down to Kankakee to the Community Resource Center. But once again, no need for non-family members to gather around the Resource Center when parking there is at a premium anyway with the crowd we're going to have.
We'll probably take up all the downtown parking tomorrow, just in the families.
Okay.
And once that's tapped, we'll have street parking pretty much consumed as well. The police department and the fire department obviously have another job to do in keeping us all safe, not just this event.
Yeah.
So we've got to keep the roads clear for their movement in the event that they have to respond to an emergency.
Well, Jim, what happens with the company after tomorrow ceremony?
Well, tomorrow they're going to go home with their loved ones. And as I understand it, the National Guard is going to give them 90 days off to unwind and relax. They've got to return at the 45, 75, and 90-day marks just to sit down and talk with folks at the Guard, find out how the dialing down is going. I can't imagine that that's an easy process. These guys have been walking around for the last year with their head on a swivel. Their sensitivities are off the scale. They have to relearn to join back in with the rest of us and walking down the street and not worrying whether or not it's going to blow up underneath them. So there's a big adjustment that these guys have to go through.
Well, Jim, we appreciate you and the team that you put together.
What a great task force!
Yeah.
What a great group of folks! And of course, Bill, you were an early on member, getting the Kankakee Chamber behind us. I don't know how much time we've got here. There's only 76 of them. I could name them all. But the big credit tomorrow is going to go to the neighbors and friends of ours all across the county who come out to thank these guys for what they've done. They've kept us free, and that's the first thing that we need to be.
Well, it'll be a nice feeling as the guys come home and see the streets lined with people who appreciate their service.
That's right.
We will we'll be looking out for that tomorrow. Come be part of it. And
first report should be out tomorrow morning about 7 o'clock.
Very good. Jim Ryan, thank you very much. We'll be right back. You're on Talk, AM 1320, WKAN.